Okay, and we're back again. It is half hour Henshin 98. We definitely didn't record for like 5 minutes until I realized we weren't actually recording at all. So as always, I'm one of your hosts, Sleepy Witch, joined by.
DJ Azure, the 2.5D. Here we're talking to her. Oh man,
Yup.
it's really funny. Like this is technically take two for us, but for everyone else, like we were just basically just talking about. You obviously talk about Gotchard first all the time, and man, this episode just jumps everywhere. Like it's kind of hard to like just pick one thing because everything is crashing down in these like last what 4 episodes now.
Yeah, because I think we had 50 is going to be it. So we're 46. We need to get 47, 48, 49, and 50. But,
Yeah, actually, I think it might only be 49 because I believe we are skipping a week
well,
for
okay,
for baseball at some point.
then we
So it
got
might be
three.
49. Yeah.
But regardless, a VTuber outed us last time. Everyone is getting their memories back. I do love that this is a thing that's kind of causing like mass panic, and I love seeing like fake YouTube channels and shit.
Yeah. Like this dude just has like I mean not to say that there's not, YouTubers with the same amount of like production value, but like this guy, has his own green screen. He's like sitting on he's basically just like, he has like different angles, different cameras. It's just really funny
And
like
he's got a
seeing him
crew
like
and everything. I mean,
yeah.
he's obviously supposed to be like a big like ghost hunting kind of guy. I love that they did find the word Kemi somewhere. Uh,
Yeah.
that is kind of funny because again, it's only the alchemists have talked about them and stuff. So it's like someone out there remembered the word specifically and got it out. Uh, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of cool seeing people freak out. It's kind of cool. I think probably my favorite thing is people remembering is the girls remembering Zukumpire.
Yes. Yes, of course. We all love the Empire here.
We're all big Sukun Fire stands. But the other big thing that we were mentioning is that, Hotaru may be one of the youngest writers, but he still throws hands with in or
Yeah.
out of the suit.
Exactly, because like, yeah, because it's funny because at the beginning of the episode, every like so many people clip this on Twitter, but like a bunch of Yakuza dudes basically show up saying we want your power, and it's like they're living beings, and Hotaru just kicks these dudes off a bridge.
Yep. And then to be
It's
fair,
so
we get
funny.
to like zoom out that it's not like a very tall bridge or anything.
Yeah.
Like it's a little like, 7 foot drop or something. It's small. It didn't kill anyone.
Mhm.
But it's still like all the clips never show that. So I'm like, did Hotaru just like kill two dudes?
Yeah, and after that, then we see the return of Goriki the gorilla.
Who is
Yeah.
great. Always love a wrestling babyface reference.
Mm-hmm.
Love the monkey suit with like the knucklehead monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Very good like theming and just like a fun enemy suit. And obviously that means we get to see Ant Wrestler. We get to see some good tag team moves, and we find out something really important about Nichigon.
Yeah. So pretty much, yeah, our king for this little mini arc is the King of Memory, I believe, right?
Right.
Yeah. And the way that they do this is actually super cool too. Like they just like just casually walks up and steals out off of the wrist holder for cards. Just steals 2 cards. Oh no, just 1 card. Just Venom Dake. And because they stole Venom Dake, like Ant Wrestler just loses all their power because Nijigon's Rainbow Breath can only work if all of them are together.
Yep. He requires kind of like their unison. I also
Yeah.
love the bit that I assume it's kind of like implied. Because the thing is, like, she can see the future, but like the reason she does it so easily is because like she kind of like sees into the future, so she like dodges him before he does anything.
Yeah. It's
Which was
so
a really
cool.
cool. It was a cool vibe. It was a good effect. It's really cool because one of the things I was talking about in the first take is about how she herself is not doing so much as she's just kind of like pushing that last little bit in the places, like pushing that last domino to make everything fall down.
Yeah. And then, we get another Rene and Lachesis moment, and man.
Yeah, and then we
Oh,
get
sorry, Trobos, the Trobos.
yeah.
Was it?
We get a big Renee Trepus moment with her being like, "All right, goodbye forever, bye," only for her to have a gift from Girion. And I mean, now we're assuming now that we found out that like the Abyssalis dolls are like based on people, and it's like, oh, I guess she was based on Renee, on like baby Renee from all the flashbacks and stuff, because Girion was like jealous or like wanted what he had with his daughter himself.
Yeah, and even gives like the Great Path of Alchemy book too.
Yep,
So
and so they like recreate that cute little scene of like him reading the book to her, and it's now her reading the book to them. I have seen people talking about it because now I don't remember. Originally, when we got the info about the Abyssala sisters, we were like, they're the ancient fates. They're thousands of years old. Atropos is the oldest one, but looking back, I'm like, did they ever actually canonize that in show, or is that something that they just told us in the original marketing material, and then they just at this point, obviously that's not true,
yeah, yeah,
but
we never really knew. They just existed, and they were just like the biggest thing that we knew about them is that they were dolls.
yeah. Well, I don't think we knew they were dolls until a little bit later.
Hmm.
At the beginning, we didn't know anything other than they were, together, and that Atropos was kind of like in charge.
Hmm.
But so it's cool. It's kind of interesting. It always lets you see that. It always also reminds you that like these shows are being written like things can change from when they were first developed to when they get to a certain point. Uh,
Yep.
what I'm worried slash excited for is we do get like a bit during that fight where she does do something to like, or the King Gallia does something to Rin's suit. She like gives like a little boop to like her fist, and she's like, "What did you do?" And it's like, I'm gonna keep that for a surprise. That doesn't come up the rest of this episode, so I'm worried about what that's gonna happen.
Well, this is Gotcha, so we're gonna see you next episode.
Maybe. Uh, man. Oh man. I do think the YouTubers attacking is kind of really funny.
Yeah, and they all just rushed out the alchemy school, and after revealing who the alchemists are, yeah, just doxing. Remember, everyone, doxing is bad.
Doxing is bad, but yeah, they broke in. They're trying to get through. Spanner obviously runs to like Kyoka's lab, and then like, dude, that made me kind of sad because like the place is ransacked.
It is,
And like the
yeah.
fact that like people took everything and like they trashed it, and Lachesis was like, "I'm going to stop it." We do get to see a really cool scene of fucking Spanner in the motorcycle wearing black and everything too. But like he's seeing, the bad side of Chemi's. There's a little girl who made a little Hopper one doll because it's just a cute plushie, and they're all like, "Oh, look, she's got a Chemi, we gotta take it." And the like woman who like really obviously like stole it from her was like, "She gave it to me, she gave it to me," and she's like, "I didn't give it to her." And when they find out it's fake, everyone's like, "Oh, it's not even real." Fucking, they throw it on the ground or whatever, and so it's just hammering home that like humans don't deserve chemis.
Yeah, like
And he gets to his home basically because this is the lady who's raised him after his parents are gone, and the whole place is ransacked. Everything's been taken. Her fucking research was like her main thing that she cared about is gone.
hmm
Uh,
yeah, yeah, but yeah, humans don't deserve power. Like this is the reason. Like this is just showing off that as like the dream might like this is like the point where we like learn that the dream might not be feasible
and yeah,
for
it's one you think it's one of those things where it's never going to be easy. But the also thing is, like I said, originally the plan was not going to be like, let's just tell everyone about chemis and the fact that they have power and everything.
hmm
Uh, but then we get like the last like curveball of the episode, which like this episode was really setting up, which is we get a fucking announcement for everyone from like Spanner being like, "Fuck the Alchemist Association, they all suck." So I'm going to do what needs to be done. I'm going to take care of everything. I'm sorry, chemis have put you in danger. I will be eliminating all of them.
yeah, and it's like they made it very ambiguous as to like if this is a play or not.
Yep.
Like it is very ambiguous, but yeah.
And he's like, the chemis will be disposed of, and you do get to see his, using the black flames of the, of Gigist.
hmm
Uh, they'll all be disposed of, and it is a cool bit to like end the broadcast with that, like the flames like block out the screen. Uh,
yeah,
and then he
and
gets the phone call, and he's basically like, "Bring them here, or I'm taking them by force." And it's like, I
yeah,
love the bit because it's like, in reality, like what he's saying is like, "I will meet you at the quarry tomorrow."
yeah, exactly.
Love the query though. I think it's funny that he had a bunch of like other nerds behind him though, who are basically like, "Yeah, dude, you're the only one who can do this. Go, Spanner, go." And I'm like, "Who the fuck are you guys?"
Yeah, exactly. It's and like it's all yeah, it's just really funny, and but it really does like set up the next episode, and
Yep. And the
We'll
like,
see.
you're the only one who can do what needs to be done. We see Gallia being like, it's as the star forestalled. We see Gigas just kind of sitting in the background, kind of like watching and waiting. Uh, Very
And
cool.
then
We get
yeah,
the preview in which we see fucking Hotaro just deck the shit out of Spanner.
yeah. So it's actually really funny too. Like looking at this because we actually do see three suits. We actually do get to see Ignition. We get to see Rainbow, and we get to see Normal. So
Yep.
we may be getting either a form rush or we're gonna be getting the whole Rainbow. I forgot what is the Ignition one? The Flame
Fire
Gotchard.
Gotchard.
Yeah, Fire Gotchard, and then regular Gotchard, which actually makes me wonder because that means we haven't seen Iron Gotchard or Platinum in a while.
But yeah, we saw him a little bit this episode since he couldn't use
Yeah,
Rainbow.
yeah.
But
I wonder if they might be saving that for the last. But I mean, the fact that we're getting like 3 out of the 4 forms in the next episode is actually kind of intense.
yeah,
So we'll see how that
and
goes.
it's been fun. They kind of, I guess, are committing to having Spanner as like an antagonist. I will
Hmm.
say, having a lot of fun with Gotchard. I think Gotchard's generally like it's a good show. It's cute. I enjoy it. I would say this is probably where I feel like its weakest aspect is because we were just trying to like have a good, fun little time. Sometimes it
Hmm.
just kind of like we didn't develop, I feel like, some of the characters as much as we should have, you know?
Hmm.
Like, one of the things that I think is unfortunately a little missing is, we kind of have Hotaro's relationship with the Chemis. We have Spanner's relationship with the Chemis. We haven't really gotten Rin's relationship with the Chemis. And now
Yeah.
with Spanner, I feel like if we would have spent more time with them, like just character building, this would hurt more, you know?
Yeah. I also wonder if part of this also might be because we didn't get like the movies.
That's a whole different thing with the movies being that integral to the thing. And again, hey, I sent you that thing. Apparently, the Gotcha movie getting great reviews.
Hmm.
So that only makes me more excited. We'll talk about that when that comes out. I want to see that movie so bad. Uh,
Talk about movies that I want to see really badly. So apparently at SDCC last week, they showed up the English dub of the Ultraman Blazer movie.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
another movie we gotta watch.
they did a showing for it. So I'm like wondering, like I basically messaged someone that was at SDCC and watched it. I'm saying I'm so jealous.
Wow, I would be
Yeah,
too.
yeah, and but yeah, I mean, I think that means that we should be getting it soon.
Yep. Either post
But
it
I mean,
online or like hopefully we could get the Blu-ray or something.
yeah,
But
and talk about episodes that are posted online.
yeah, we're just going into Arc, which is Rat Week.
Yes.
I love this bit. First of all, I love the whole bit with Skip being like a more like close to the grand organization. I love that the episode starts with like, oh, here's the neighborhood that we walk to get lunch on our way to work, and we're picking stuff up. And the lady, knows them, so she gives them some extra like karage, and it's like, oh, this is so cute. And they're like, actually, we have a rat problem. It might be a kaiju rat. Like the fact that it starts from this is just really cute, and I love like the yeah, dude, like they're members of their community kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I love seeing this. The fact that it's also technically an electric rat.
Yep, we got the Pikachu vibes. We got our we
Yes.
got our boy Ultraman versus Pikachu. Who would win? Ultraman confirmed. But uh, my favorite bit, they look everything up. They give a call to their boss to look into it, and the boss is like, they think it's a rat. And then we got Mr. Coffeeman being like, but it all begins with a little trust. And I'm like, yeah, buddy, that's so nice. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for remembering the thesis of the show. That's nice. Uh, it was just a cute vibe. Uh, I love them, like all the places that this is destroyed. Like, yeah, these are gigantic assholes and like meth grates.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, this might actually be an issue.
Yeah, just like a little one or a big
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Oh man, but it's really funny too because like you see these rat suits and like they are some of the funniest things to see because it's like when you think rat kaiju you think like actual monstrous rat, but no, it's literally just a big rat.
Yep, and it's really fluffy. I love the vibe that they oh hey, it's trying to eat electricity. We have like a kind of scientific explanation for it. It's got a bacteria that eats electricity, and they basically was like, oh, we're connected to like the city's power grid. we need to go over there to like stop it. It's like, oh, we got a new reactor. That's probably what it's looking for. And so, and I love that, you know, because they're part of like the workforce and everything. They're able to go like, you've got the clearance to go on site. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of nice like not having everything having to be like subterfuge and like hiding. And it's kind of like, yo, we're here to like stop the rat, and they're like, oh, thank God you guys are here.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
It's a nice thing to see.
I
But
also
yeah,
just
like
love seeing Yuppie walking around like outside and shit. It's just cute. We see Yuma, who has a big net catcher that he gives to our main girl, and we see
mm-hmm.
them split up. Uh, Man, I think like the big thing for me this episode one is it's cool, you know, seeing the rat like grow in size and everything. I loved seeing that little model building explode.
Oh man, dude, just every single time, just like the miniature work in this show is just so good.
It's been so good. The suit work has been really good. And I just so love it. It's so funny. It's just like we just cut to like a what's obviously like a little toy miniature, and you just see fucking explosions from the inside, and then you see like a nice composite of like the model building that's been composited like behind the real building where they're filming and stuff, and I'm like, this looks great, dude.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool too because we actually like see like kind of like above ground and below ground a lot of time here because they are UP and the crap, I forgot her name already. Um,
I think she's Rin, but like
yeah,
actual like Rin instead of Rinne.
Yeah,
Uh,
yes, yes. So the two of them are actually like working with the power plant while Ultraman's doing his thing
Yep,
up
because they're
above.
trying to stop it from like exploding because it's like a sensitive material.
Mm-hmm.
All of it is cute. All of it is good. I'm kind of glad from the last week's preview when they made it to show like she was like, and she's gonna make a discovery, and then they show like him in the armor. I thought it was gonna be like almost like a retread of Blazer, where you know she had to find like the main girl had to find Fur Dragon for him to get the power up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it feels kind of weird to do that right away without it like setting it up. And it's like, no, 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 no. That's just the thing he can do that he just didn't do up until now. She was just saving the power plant. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool too because like when they shut off the power plant, it shuts off the extra power that the rat kaiju got.
Yep. And so he was able to fight with it more. I also love kind of how creative they were with like the thing is attached to the power plant. So until it breaks off, he like can't reach.
Yeah, and but when he does, he kind of just like springs forward and just rushes a bunch of shields
Yeah,
that Ultraman had.
I love that little he like dashes back and like puts a bunch of shields up just to like break through. So
Hmm.
like the rat loses like the extra electric powers, but it's still really strong because I
Yeah.
mean all kaijus are they're gigantic.
Yep. And then pretty much like it's like just strong kaiju, and then Ultraman. We get a really cute moment where Ultraman is looking at the shopping center, and everyone's like just cheering him on, and it's just so cute. It's a little
Yeah.
cheesy, but it's so cute.
It's cheesy but in the best ways. And I
Yeah.
love seeing him go. And I love that like the transformation into the armor has his little kid drawing as like the setup for it for like
Yep.
the
And
yep.
yeah, and him even summoning his own his arc. I forgot what it's called. The arc thingy.
I'm just gonna say arc changer for now.
Yeah, the Archanger. Yeah, he summons his own Archanger. Basically, just him doing just wide swipes to turn it, and it just goes back into him, and just puts on his armor, and
Yeah,
he's
it
punchy.
looks great, and he's a big punchy boy. Uh, it looks great. I loved seeing like the little choreography for this. It looked really good, and I loved that it was like a big knuckle punch, like knock him out into the air to then like
Hmm.
blast him while he's up there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh
Very
man,
cool.
but yeah, it's like yeah. But I also love how he disengaged the armor so that he could do his beam.
Yep, very cool. Very good vibes. I love seeing the rat like explode and then just fall straight into the ground,
Yeah.
like he like no clipped out of his own explosion.
Yeah.
But
Um.
it's cute seeing
But
it's cute seeing like everyone on the ground, everyone celebrating. We get like the whole thing, and it's like at the very end we just get a little coffee man once again like this is gonna make some good data, and you're like all right, you stop being suspicious in the background, okay?
yeah, I mean, he was also talking to the leader of Skip as well too,
Sure, I
right?
think it was supposed to be kind of more like foreshadowing.
Yeah.
But hey,
Uh.
dinosaurs next episode. We got a lake, we got some dinosaurs. The setting looks like it's gonna be really cool. Looks like we're gonna get this like at night fight in the river.
Oh yes, I'm actually curious because we didn't get like a special like thing happening in this episode or like like kind of like an extra bit to the fight. I mean,
No,
I guess like just
the
like
closest thing
a
was
lot
just
of
that the rat
groundwork.
was like tethered.
Yeah, yeah. I'm really hoping that we do get like more like super creative shit like I mean, like, sorry, I'm still stuck on episode one with the video being taken and timer being
Yeah,
shown.
and the fact that it was like a one continuous shot really was super
Yeah,
impressive. But I mean, hey, obviously they can't be doing that all the time because it's just hard to come up with ideas.
yeah.
But anyway,
Ugh.
man, speaking about ideas, I really like the Boon Boonja this week. I love seeing Taya and his like adoptive dad, and I love how this is when he actually like tells him, and he's like, "So you're Boon Red, fantastic! You know, I got another little job for you." And then speaking about ideas, I love cutting to everyone being like, "We're making a new robot to go with Boon 119,"
Yeah, and everyone's like so excited about it too. It's so cute.
and then everyone's like, "We need our own power up forms." We need what's the cop 110? We need Boon 110 and we need Boom 007.
Yeah,
They were
like yeah,
so funny. They were
it's
such good bits.
yeah. Oh man.
I was gonna
I
say the
what's up?
opening I thought was interesting because in the opening during the little Tokidoki part, it basically only showed Red and Violet. So I'm like, this better be an only them episode, I guess. And then it kind of was.
Yeah,
Uh,
just a little bit because I mean they were already camping, which was really funny.
I just love that the bit is that just Sakito's homeless. Motherfucker just does not have a place to live.
Yeah, sleeping outside's not bad. It's like camping.
I love. I also
The
just
fact that
like. Yeah, it's just really funny.
yeah, Bune also fishing. Like every single okay, honestly, seeing human side like yeah, seeing like like obviously robots, not androids, just robots. Humans actually no, we're you got this with UP as well too. Like just obviously robots just doing human things. It's just so funny to see.
Yep. And
Like
the kids are going out camping. I do love that the bit was that like the auto monster guys were out there because they were like, the Boon Boongers will never find us if we just don't attack the city.
it's so dumb.
It's yeah, I mean it almost works, except for again, one of their dudes is homeless and he just lives in the forest.
well, I mean, he lives wherever.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Well, for
but yeah,
now,
like
in
it's
this episode, he lives in the forest.
yeah,
The
but
camping
but but
tent
it's so cute.
auto monster was cool. I kind of like how he has like a bunch of like bugs and beetles and stuff on him,
Yeah.
and like the tiki torch, just like a cool
hmm
vibe for his design in general.
Yep. Truly a summary episode.
Yep, yep. Uh, and I think probably one of my favorite bits, like okay, so he gets everyone in tents. That's kind of like his little thing to like catch them or whatever. I love
Yeah.
that fucking, Taya shows up. He doesn't transform in front of his nephew because it's just kind of like trying to keep his identity a secret. Which, in my
hmm
opinion, I'm like, Taya, just tell him your uncle already know. You're like you're like dad kind of guy already knows. Like who cares? But I get it. He's trying to keep it a secret. No big deal. They run off. Sakito gets trapped because he like pushes them out of the way. But then I love fucking Bundi basically being like, "Don't worry, Sakito, I'll save you." Gets immediately trapped.
yeah.
I love that like Bundi is kind of like Sakito's like older brother who is like just as bad.
I mean, hey, at least he has a nest egg.
Yeah, at least he's got some savings. Uh,
uh, but also like it's really funny too because like as you were saying like this is a red and violet episode, so they're the ones that actually like face off against the tent monster first. It's like, wait, I thought I tented you, and then Sagito's like, it's comfy but
too
too
small.
small, and he's just carrying the bunched up tent on him.
And honestly, such a cool transformation for the fact that like he throws up the tent and it's like before it falls they're not transformed, after it falls in front of them they're transformed. Like cool vibe, nice
Yes.
visual. Before I forget, I love the fact that when Taya ran back to his car, the other two goons were just fucking like taking selfies in front of it. Like, we found a hot car, let's pose in front of it.
I know, right? I mean, like, yeah, because I don't think they actually know that it's his.
No, they're just car aficionados.
Yeah.
But we get a cool fight. We basically watch Taya and him fight, then like he turns on 119 and like solos. But we get the
Mhm.
next upgrade from our upgrade man. Not only does he get big, but now he can make the
Yeah,
little
actual fires
yeah.
and bigger Niji screws.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He can make the little Niji screw guys big.
Yeah,
Love that they fucking built the big fire pit just to put people in it, and they were like
yeah,
dancing around it. That's always a vibe.
yeah. And as someone was like saying like in my watch party, it's like oh it's actually kind of crazy like whenever monsters actually can do something threatening to people. And it's
Yeah,
like, yeah, they just set this entire bonfire on fire and they trap all the kids and their teacher in there. And it's like,
it's like yeah, you
right, this
gotta
is a
save
kids
them or they're
show.
gonna die. But
Yeah.
yeah, but it's the big reveal of fucking Boom Boom Leo. I love that he uses a fucking fireman pole to get in.
Yes, it's great.
It's a cool bit. I love that when like the mech comes out, it's got a scene of him coming out on the bridge and like the cars parting ways like you're supposed to for fucking emergency
Mm-hmm.
vehicles and shit. Uh
Yep.
Truck looks cool. Honestly, something incredibly funny, like obviously, it shoots out water, it stops it. Something incredibly funny about it like shooting out a smaller car that it then just attaches to the fucking ladder. I
Yes.
was like, let me send out my tinier car to go out and save people. Reminds me of that like bit where it's like the Batmobile gets blown up and he just comes out of it like in the motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
Yeah, and then we get like a freaking Pride Rock when Leo wins. Like he's not using even a human form at all. It's just like oh wait no actually before that the fight is actually we actually see that they actually use the ladder to transform
yep,
kind of like
the Bundario gate.
yep.
I really like this. I think it's just a cool vibe that okay, cool. It has a fucking Leo rescue. It turns into a lion. That's pretty cool. And then the other cars turn into like claw attachments and everything.
You know
Like,
what this reminds me of, and I'm only saying this because someone showed me a model kit of a Monster Hunter version of one.
uh-huh.
This is Zoids. It's
Yep.
just straight up Zoids,
He
man.
does like look like a Zoid. He kind of does. But I think that's cool. He's got the fucking tail that can shoot out water. Everyone combines the mechs. We had like the specific ones. It's the Patrol Car 2 Classic Off Road and Dozer, and those specifically, they can get onto his little ladder, switches them into attack mode because these are kind of like all the like blades and stuff. They all fucking he gets like the blades on the side of the shoulder and stuff. The one goes onto like his tail, so he can fucking use the fucking dozer like thing as a hammer on his tail.
Yep.
Uh,
And
Fucking
then we just get vibes. And like honestly, this episode was just good vibes at the end. Like
yeah. And I just fucking love this dumb. And I love that he fucking is on a Pride Rock and he's just like roaring and it's like, where did that come from?
yeah, just
We don't know. Don't
like
don't question it. It's just
yeah.
here. It's just here. But the kids think everything is cool. They go back to have their camping trip. Taya and his dad, his surrogate dad, are basically like, he's like, thanks, kid. I asked you to do a delivery, but you were delivering my happiness as well.
Yeah. Aw. It's just so cute whenever we see that. Like it's just like everyone's just vibing, like, with Leo and everything like that
And
too.
I love Sakito at the end, like having to like limp away, and fucking Beauty's like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." You try to act tough. Shut up.
Yeah. And then just like I was saying I think last week, I mean, I don't know exactly which week we're skipping because of baseball, but we have a baseball episode
We
next
have a
week.
straight up baseball episode, which is incredibly funny. Uh, I can't.
Oh,
I can't believe the fucking preview. I love seeing them in the dumb baseball outfits.
yeah, like that the hats are on top of them as well too.
Yep.
And
And I
like
love seeing the scene of like fucking the ISS lady as the coach. She's got like the fucking shades on and she's just like nodding. Fucking 119 running the bases. Fucking the fucking Leo rescue robot version. Fucking it looks so silly. It looks intense.
yeah, I mean, like, and once again, we get to see the Sun Seeders wear another silly little outfit.
And dude, the fucking baseball auto monster looks awesome. The fuck that he's like
Yes,
a
it
glove
does.
with a little ball. The ball's like the head. It's got like the fiery eyes, wearing a little hat. Fantastic, honestly. I
Yeah.
feel like Boon Boongers might be one of my favorite seasons in just terms of like designs.
Hmm.
So much of
Actually,
this shit is so cool.
I might need to double check, but like Like, are we actually getting like full on, or are these like also like masks? Because I remember like one of I haven't actually really looked at that.
For what?
Uh, like is there like a base for all the auto monsters, and then they just like change the head of each?
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think for some of them there are, but I think they're kind of. I think there is kind of like a base, like black bodysuit that they use, and like kind of like a base little body, and then it's like the head and top, and sometimes like the arms and stuff. But
Yeah,
we would have to look at all of them in one go.
yeah, I would actually have to look that up.
But with that, we are basically right on the money on the half hour part, as long as our intro
Yeah.
is not too long, or outro, wrong thing. But
Yeah.
with that, we will leave you till next week so that we can actually be half hour henshin.
Later.
Later. This program is brought to you by
Our unending love of tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
you can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.